should've never doubted me. I'ma work to my last breath. I'ma hustle to my last breath. Yeah, you should've never doubted me. The pain and the struggle followed me. My daddy never been that bothered me. And these cold streets made a man of me. Knew a time it'll come, they doubt me. Had to keep them OGs around me. Keep a young homie grounded.
Well, guys, she was back on the road. He finally got her done. He's actually going to make a hit out here in the driveway. And sorry, I don't have my GoPro with me. We are on the cell phone today. Didn't expect the car to actually be running, but yeah, he's finally got it done. Got everything completed. These are some of the things: full suspension on the car, 5-lug conversion, disc brakes. Went to an automatic, and everything is still not done, obviously, on the interior, but so he is ready to go. He's gonna make a little hit out in the driveway just to see what she does. This is a B CAM car, so it's stock bottom end. Got a set of GT40 heads, ported and polished right in this garage by hand. Show you guys now. Look, it's a little dirty under the hood. The car's been sitting for a while, and ultimately this motor is going to come out of the car. But little nitrous kit, 650 Demon, Victor Jr. intake. Very, very simple setup. This is something that you could do yourself, you know, fairly cheap. But these cars are still extremely fast for what they are. We talked about it in one of the other videos, but you know, this car with a B CAM, GT40 heads, and a little shot of nitrous, you know, with a good transmission, good tires, decent suspension, is going to be hard to deal with on the street. These cars are very impressive for what they are. It doesn't take a lot of money, and it doesn't take a lot of power to make these cars run good. I'll tell you this: my car makes well into the 700s to the wheels, and I don't want to see this car in the road. I can promise you that. You know, from a roll, maybe that's a little different, but I'm telling you, from anywhere from 0 to 30 mile an hour, I don't want to see this car. I'd have to chase him down, and I don't want to have to do that because this car is fast. The car's been out. He's played with it a little bit, but he's just going to make a hit out here in the driveway just to see how everything works. There you go, guys. Just a little hit.
It's all we can do. Every step I take, I'm stepping up. I march like an army. I fall more than I like, but I get back up. I'm better for the bruises. My scars are all badges. Patch me up. Bravery, bandages, and bullshit. I'm proud that I'm driven. No letting up.
It ain't got no gaseous, amigos.
That should be enough to just bring it up and pull it over there. I want it all evaporate out.
Yeah, it'll evaporate.
Yeah, Nate, I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed in you, man. I didn't even ask the kid. I didn't even send him a message on it. But I'm so disappointed in you, Nate.
for the short-term shit. Never follow fads, I'm busy making shit. We just wait for the flavor of the week to come back again. Rocky Road seems to be a theme. Damn, it's back again.
331.
It's a 331.
Yeah. 331. High port engine, JERE built, Pro Systems carb, Pro Flow nitro system. It's a dual spray bar, single plate trash can system.
Where I should've went left, and everything I read says I should visualize. This is what I see in my life. I see family, friends, big trucks and mountains. I see hard-working accountants.
What's up, guys? So, made a trip over to Joe Nate's today, or JERE Speed, and I was just going over to hang out. Didn't intend on anything actually happening. Didn't bring the GoPro. Just going to chill with my boys, and sure enough, I get over there and Andrew has got the little fox body running, and so the only thing I could do was take my phone out and video as best I could. So that's what you're going to see in this video. There's really no explanation as to what's going on. I just kind of get the camera out, get my phone out, and start videoing what I can. Also, while we were there, our buddy Ben, we call him Ron J. Ron J showed up from Columbus with his car. We don't disclose any information really about this car, very little anyway. This is more of a grudge car. He does bracket race the car some. You guys have probably come to find out we don't really disclose a lot of information just because that's just how the game works. I know a lot of you would like to know exactly what's in a car. The only car that I will tell you what's in it is Andrew's car, and I know to some guys that doesn't seem important, and I might even seem silly. For us, if someone knows exactly what's in your car, then they're going to put something on you that is faster, makes more power, and that's just how that goes. A lot of you guys, if you're around drag racing, you completely understand what I'm saying, but for you that don't, we're not trying to be super secretive just because. There's a reason behind it. When these cars go to the track, if we disclose everything that's in it, they watch these videos, they know exactly what's done to it, they know what times it runs, and they use that against you. And some of these runs are fairly big money runs, and you don't want to go out there and somebody throw something on you because they've watched one of your videos and they know exactly what you're running, they know what you've got. Now in the video, Ben with the white car, he's just bringing it over to Joe Nate's house to do a little bit of interior work. I think they're going to do some door panel stuff, just tighten a few things up. Joe Nate, JERE Speed, is the one that built the motor in the car and pretty much did all the work. He did all the wiring and everything else. I helped as I could. I'm not near as knowledgeable as Joe Nate is, but I help when I can. I will tell you a little bit of information about Andrew's car before we get started. It is, and I touched on it in the video, but just to kind of recap on his car, it is a stock bottom end 302. And the reason why I always mention the fact that it's stock bottom end and it's a B CAM car is because guys, you don't have to put a lot of money into these fox bodies. These cars are light, and this is a horrible example of a fox body, but these cars are really light and it just does not take a lot of power. So that's why I kind of push the kind of old school vibe that Andrew has going with his car right now. Now it won't stay that way for long, but for right now, Andrew's car is pretty much old school. I guess what you could say what we used to do back in the 90s, pretty much. B CAM, GT40 heads, home ported, been converted to carbureted. We did that here in the garage. Now it's got a lot of money in it, so don't misunderstand, but it's got a lot of money in suspension, a really good transmission, a really good converter, really nice shifter, stuff like that. The actual motor itself is pretty much all stock. But it does have a B CAM in it. About 6 years ago, I put that cam in the car, and basically all we did was convert it to carbureted, put a nice intake on it, put a good carburetor on it. Now the car has been on the dyno, makes really good numbers, and I think you'd be surprised at what that car makes for what it's got done to it. It's got a really nice tune on the car. Joe Nate tuned it. It's got a good nitro system on it. It's just been set up right. The engine has not changed since last time he raced the car and has run it. The only thing that changed was better suspension now and an automatic. So the car obviously should be faster with the automatic in it. You don't have to have the latest, the greatest technology. You don't have to have that to compete. Now it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing 60 mile an hour plus rolls, with 2,000 horsepower cars, yeah, you're gonna have to go out there with, you know, something equal to that or greater. But if you're dig racing, or if you're going from extremely low rolls, you know, 10 to 30 mile an hour, this little car will jump on your ass real quick, and it's going to be really hard to deal with. The car doesn't have a lot of gear in it, which will hurt it at the track as far as number wise, but in the street, the car is pretty quick. Like I mentioned in the video, you know, my car makes in the 700s to the wheels. And I'm going to be honest with you, anything below a 40 mile an hour roll, I'm going to have my hands full of that car. I would have to go catch him. The little car is quick on nitrous. Now you got to understand that. I know you're thinking, oh, it's just a 302. It's just got a B cam in it. Guys, the little bitch is fast. This is the forgotten setup on these cars that nobody seems to run anymore. And I'm here to tell you right now, it is still potent, and it will still get in your ass today. Is it gonna, you know, is it gonna run with an 800 horsepower car at a 60 mile an hour roll? No, it's not. I've been in the game ever since I was a little dude, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the stuff that was fast in the late 80s, mid 90s, it's still fast today. And with that being said, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.